Well, it's getting harder to tell if it's the utility company calling or a scammer. WMAR 2 News' Mallory Sapaste spoke with a local church treasurer who almost lost thousands of dollars when he couldn't figure it out. He wanted to share his story because if it matters to you, it's a matter for Mallory.
Already, BGE customers have lost more than $120,000 this year to people pretending to be the utility company. The latest target, a church in Dundalk that nearly blew its budget after being contacted by imposters.
Is to let you know that we're going to proceed with the disconnection as soon as possible.
A message left for the church treasurer on behalf of BGE. Jim Hook has paid the bills for the last 15 years, and he was sure he hadn't dropped the ball.
I got on the phone with someone right away, and they said that you hadn't paid your bill. They told me 3 months.
And if he didn't pay right away, they were cutting off the power.
It was about $2,300 in cash to a BGE, what they were calling corporate center, by 1 o'clock. This was about 12:15 when I started getting these calls.
They weren't willing to give the church additional grace time. He was told to bring the money to Glen Burnie.
I don't actually know because I didn't go, but when I looked it up on Google Maps, it was, I think, a nursery.
Jim works at a bank and grew suspicious when a company of this size refused other payment methods. But it was his wife who helped him unravel the scheme.
Thankfully, my wife was home with me also, and she had the idea to actually call the BGE number on our last invoice. And they confirmed right away that we were in good standing and there was no shut-off imminent.
Utility scams aren't new. However, the sophistication of this one is alarming.
They knew we had multiple accounts. They didn't have our account information, but they had a lot of information that led me to believe initially it was very legitimate. It was very convincing.
A professional-sounding answering machine.
For a power outage, electric emergency, or other electric issue, press 2.
And voices on the other end trained to deceive.
If you like, you can visit one of our offices directly, ma'am, so they can give you more information. You can feel more comfortable.
We're not a big church. We have a budget. I mean, that's a big number for us to have to absorb as a loss. So, yeah, it's very upsetting that they would do that.
Fortunately, quick thinking and perhaps divine intervention helped Jim outsmart these scammers.
That's the direct line that you need to be in contact with, so that way you can stop the disconnection. Have a nice day.
That phone number that contacted Jim has been disconnected, but that doesn't mean another won't pop up. If you have doubts, hang up and call BGE's customer service line. Ask for photo ID if someone comes to your home, and know that BGE representatives will never request cash or prepaid cards.
And that was Mallory Sapaste reporting. If you have a matter for Mallory, she would love to hear from you. You can email her at mallory@wmar.com.